and the people here have expressed readiness to express their franchise.
Where you can have your governor, you can have your state assembly members who will legislate for you, put laws for you.
It should be a rallying point for peace, for development.
There may not be use of money in these elections because of the government and policy now.
Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, remains the pride and cynosure of all Nigerians. It has continued to grow in leaps and bounds, leaving many beautiful and aesthetic tastes in the minds of both residents and visitors alike. In its creation story that spans 5 decades, lies its rapid growth in infrastructure and political advancement. The center of unity and a melting pot to Nigeria's diversity. Sections 297 to 304 of the 1999 Nigeria's Constitution as amended guaranteed the creation, existence and political structure of the Federal Capital Territory, however, leaving much to be desired on its status.
To call a woman like a woman, while she's a woman. That's the irony. You are calling a city like a state, why it is a state. As I'm saying, we have everything put in place. What is not put in place now is the governor.
For the purpose of administration, the FCT is structured in a way that it's being administered by the federal government, with the minister appointed by the president. The FCT political trajectory dates back to the 70s, when its administration started with 4 local councils, evolving over time with increase in the number of councils.
The evolution has been back or front and back. During General Ibrahim Babangida, we had 4 House of Representatives, each representing an area council. We had 1 Senate. We have 4 area council. Now, before General Ibrahim Babangida, we had General Buhari, may he so rest in peace, under Major General Vasa, may he so rest in peace. We had 9 local government. They were called 9 local government. But before then, during Alhaji Shehu Shagari, we have development areas. All these things were all for the service of the community. During Alhaji Shehu Shagari, we have administrator. The headquarters was situated at Gwagwalada. Now, we came to find ourselves that during General Sani Abacha, we had 6 area council now, and this area council, that is what we have 774 local government. They are inclusive. So you can see evolution that is front and back and front.
The 1 senatorial district, 2 federal constituencies, 6 area councils and 62 political wards remain the only elective positions for individuals and political parties to aspire for leadership. And the FCT political journey has been defined by both elections and selections under democratic and military administrations, shaping and molding leadership to where it is today.
We need 3 Senate. It has opened a way to say we need more area council. It has made a way to make area council to be what it is in the Constitution. 774 local government. It didn't say 668. Yeah, 668 local government plus 6 area council. No, it says 774 local government. Now, the lowest number of local government in the federation is FCT.
So far, we've been managing the National Assembly. I will call it managing because, of course, the president is our governor general, and since his legislative arm also legislates for the area councils and FCT administration, we may not have wished to have it that way, but we are still managing. I think maybe sooner than later, in due course, maybe if history will permit us, we may likely come and have separate legislative assembly for the Federal Capital Territory when democratic structure at the state level have been put in place. But you know, FCT is a constitutional matter, and for the past years, we'll be managing with that governor elected. It is only now that we're even proud that, of course, the minister appointed though it's not an elected governor, but for us, he's just more or less a governor because he's doing what governors are doing for the people of FCT. But we would have loved that we have, a second-tier administration where an elected representation is put in place, where you can have your governor, you can have your state assembly members who will legislate for you, put laws for you, to guide you, okay, to counsel whatever we need as far as development is concerned. But it's not too late, very well, that very soon we could have our own legislative arm also.
The creation of area councils in the Federal Capital Territory has actually brought about massive development. It has created awareness. It has brought about people knowing what government is and what government should be.
Since the return of Nigeria's democracy in 1999, the people of the FCT have been participating in the Presidential and National Assembly elections and the area council elections.
Retrospectively, area councils in the FCT has seen chairmen, has seen councillors, and we are again going to see another set of councillors and chairmen. But one beautiful thing to remember is that some tenure are successful, are good stories to tell, while others are, can only be, said to be a tenure that came and go. I would wish that the coming election witness what it used to be in the Federal Capital Territory, a very hitch-free polls, and that is what has always, been manifesting.
It appears the players, multiple players, have also beginning to look at new ways to some of these campaigns, because like the FCT, where you have new places opening up, estates and all of that, there are places you can't even access to go and do those noise to campaign. So people are now on social media. The new media is taking over the campaign space, and then some other forms of engagement through corporate organizations and other platforms. So it's really an interesting moment in the FCT.
While the Presidential and National Assembly polls have been within a cycle of 4 years tenure, the FCT Council elections until 2022, when it was extended by the National Assembly to 4 years based on the Electoral Act 2022. Initially, it has been a 3-year term. This development now aligns the tenure of the area councils with executive and legislative elections nationwide.
FCT has come this far, and democratically, I think in the last 20 years or so, we've been having election here in, here out, 3 years in and out, and this time around we're able to have a 4-year tenure for our councillors and chairmen.
The FCT area council elections has a distinguishing feature from other local council elections conducted in states of the Federation. INEC conducts FCT council polls, unlike in states done by state electoral commissions.
fact that this is the only local government election that is conducted by INEC, federal INEC, unlike what we have in states. So this election for us is going to be a test of INEC's preparedness ahead of the election that is coming just within a year from now. And then assembling young people here is also very key because, like we always say, they make up the bulk of the voter register. So it's important that this awareness is happening.
Of course, the area councils are equivalents of local government areas in states, with politics at that level being local and grassroots driven.
Yes, the area council chairmen will be seen doing their best, but with meager resources, when I used to know, to a point that they will have a location that they can't even pay salary, not to talk of going to embark in a huge infrastructural development as a result of the infrastructural deficit that we have across it. You still have communities in FCT now that don't have potable water. You still have communities that don't have access to water. You still have communities where children are learning under the tree. You have seen recently reports of children sitting on the bare floor to learn in schools. And then when you ask yourself, what are they doing at that level? You will see that there are enormous challenges. The issue of funding is there, the issue of concerted effort.
February 21, 2026 provides a watershed in another political choices the people of the FCT will do to choose new sets of leaders as chairmen and councillors.
Youths are the major and the most viable, I should say now, components of violence. The REC does not want them to be part of such a process. It wants them to ensure that FCT election is peaceful, so that the election can go. You can't say something is credible if it's not peaceful. So we want them to be part of the process and to be peaceful, conduct themselves in a peaceful manner, so that we can have a very good election in the FCT.
The cosmopolitan nature of Abuja and its strength of center of unity has made elections interesting and with unpredictable outcomes. FCT residents are going to the polls again for the council elections on the 21st of February 2026. And from the election umpire INEC, it's been assurances of a free, fair and credible polls.
Elections are only truly credible when all segments of society are able and willing to participate. I want to assure you that the Independent National Electoral Commission is fully committed to conducting safe, inclusive, transparent and credible elections in the FCT.
In the build-up to this election, INEC has, through multi-stakeholders engagement, interacted with critical key players through a wide range of programs, all geared towards a more transparent process that truly consolidates Nigeria's democratic ideals and processes.
The dialogue is actually meant for us to put heads together as the preparation for the forthcoming election. Civil society organizations do voter education so they can reach out to communities and educate the electorate, give them accurate information so that misinformation will not be what the electorate will know. And civil society, they can be found everywhere, and that is why we feel that this dialogue will help with the work that they will go out there to do. They also observe election. They can report the credibility of the election because of what they will observe with their wide outreach.
INEC wants to conduct a very inclusive election where everybody is taken along. So the youth is a very important stakeholder of the information.
With an acceptable template of a credible elections that meets certain standards and expectations, stakeholders believe this should be maintained or improved upon.
We are set again to see a new, a role of chairmen that are going to be elected. They should be able to be good ambassadors of their people. They should make their people proud. They should ensure that the minister is encouraged the more to continue supporting them, because the more they do, the minister, I believe, will continue to support them. And that is one of the beautiful things that I think in the past political activities of the area council, this is one evolution that me, in particular, I will live to remember by the grace of God.
Of voters in the register.
INEC record shows that 1,680,315 registered voters hold the sovereign power to decide and elect 6 area council chairmen and 62 councillors. Political parties, civil society organizations, youth and women groups are all interested stakeholders in this election, and they form the nucleus of a democratic society.
As a youth in this country, especially a young woman, your influence can never be overemphasized, it can never be overstated. You are needed. Your right is not just a civic duty, it is your power. So power is not given, it is voted for. And with the power that has been bestowed on you, constitutionally and legally, I see no reasons why we would complain about Nigeria, but we wouldn't take steps to vote and vote in leaders fit and qualified to lead us.
In the last election, we noticed that a lot of women and youth did not vote, and it was because a lot of them did not have the opportunity to be in rooms like this, to participate in such conversations and trainings. And I think with the INEC, the body, the institution carrying out this training and this sensitization is going to go a long way in ensuring that we have more women, more young people coming out to vote, and there's no better time to do it than now.
Stakeholders in the FCT political space say there is a need to strike a balance between the ambitions of politicians and the dire needs of rural and community development that is required at the moment.
I also think I should specially thank all of you for your support so far towards this election. A lot has been happening, I am fully aware, and we've been doing very much together. So I want to thank all of you, particularly my colleagues from the security angle, for all support that I have seen. It gives me the feeling that from the security angle, we will not fail. I strongly feel that everything that has been put on the table so far will push, we will have a seamless election at the end of the day.
As far as we're concerned, we have enough manpower to deal with any unforeseen situation that might arise during the election, and to ensure a free and fair, credible and transparent election from our own end as security agency. FCT is not a place for anybody to foment trouble. As you can see, the security agencies, we are ready, and currently we are going through training for our men and officers. So we can only tell those who want to foment trouble to stay clear, because there is no space for them to do that. We are everywhere, and we will curtail them and deal with them decisively within the ambits of the law. That's as far as I can tell. And I just want to implore Abuja residents to be law-abiding. People should go out and vote. It is very important for us to be part and parcel of the democratic process, and in choosing political leaders that will oversee the affairs of the state, so to speak.
Of course, everyone across divides expects nothing short of a credible elections. As such, they appeal to youths and parties to play by the rules, emphasizing the use of the ballots to choose leaders and not violence.
They should look at politics as a fantastic and fundamental area of interest. And I don't see reason why they should quarrel. I don't see reason why they should be violent. I don't see anything that will cause chaos. In Abuja, there have never been any rigging. So I want to beg that the voters should come out and have their person they want to listen.
All through our election, there has never been a situation where we are said to pass through or come through very close to crises, killings and what have you. It has always been a very free and fair election, and I want to believe that this time around it's not going to be an exception, particularly with the kind of development we are seeing now, that everybody is even eager to put in place democratically elected council chairmen and councillors, because they want to see progress continue, they want to see development continue in their respective area councils. So I think we are so far so good as far as elections in the FCT is concerned, and we are set to go again.
Certainly we have learned a lot from our past mistakes, and we have learned much more that you can only strive in a peaceful atmosphere. You can only win an election in a peaceful atmosphere. You can only contest in a peaceful atmosphere. So I can assure you that the next coming election, 21st of February, by the grace of God, is going to be peaceful, much more peaceful than the past. But we have learned our mistakes. We have understood that contesting an election does not mean a do or die affair. It is all about development. And if you are actually for development, you wouldn't want someone to die. Otherwise, development will come to meet who? So, 21st of February is going to be much more peaceful. Our problem sometimes is because we are lacking in political positions. So we jostle for only the area councils. Supposing today we have the state assembly in the Federal Capital Territory, which we are yearning seriously, the pressure presently would not be much. The act of violence by some elements will not be visible, because if you are not contesting for chairman or councillor, you are contesting for state assembly, or otherwise whichever name it will be not for. So that is why we are yearning for state assembly in the Federal Capital Territory. The government should coin it any name, we don't mind, as long as it will be the center administrative stage for us to utilize. Come on. But generally, everybody must preach peace. But without peace, you can't be even comfortable in your house.
To some extent, I have not seen the politics using campaign of calumny, the normal insult, throwing darts, and then all of that attack here and there. We've not actually witnessed that also. It's not as if there is no pockets of it. It's a little pocket of one or two kind of soft drama, but it's really, really not the one that is in a very large scale where you could generalize to say, hey, it's a very precarious and a very dramatic and serious crisis in terms of it. So that second reason, exposure, understanding. The third reason is our leaders. You will see they playing a very critical role, the traditional rulers, the security agents.
As attention shifts to the FCT, all eyes is on INEC for another area council elections. The dice is cast.